The following is a presentation of Lion's Heart Media. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of Lion's Heart Media is strictly prohibited. Low snap, Cordes has it, looks to throw, has Cook, he has the record, and he has 6. See you later, touchdown South Allegheny. Shoemaker backside, Miller their header, he scores! Black cross court deflected, diving dig house, Monek for the win, got it! Looks right side, batted away. Well, Horsky with the reception and hauled down by Janko. Looks to throw, comes back across. They set up the screen to Ruffin. Ruffin room to run. There goes Ruffin running wild into his own man. See you later. 75 yards. On Friday night in Elizabeth, as it's the Warriors taking on the Trojans of Derry, as the 5-1, 1-0 Warriors take on the 3-3, 0-1 Derry Trojans here this evening on MVI Live, as the Warriors, led by third-year head coach in 1980 EF grad John DeMarco, looking to go to 2-0 inside of conference play and win their 7th straight conference game, as the Warriors are looking also for what would be their 8th straight win at home, as the Warriors last year 56-14 victory over the Derry Trojans. They are 5-2 against the Trojans since 2003. Last time they played here at EF was 25-22 in favor of the Warriors back inside the 2018 season. As talking to Coach DeMarco earlier this week, he said, expecting a very tough physical game here tonight. Offensive line is big with a big, tough running back behind. We continue to play some young guys alongside our veterans players and are very excited for yet another section contest here this evening. Looking for program win number 461 for the Trojans on the other side of things. They are without their starting nose guard, Levi Haas, out with a knee injury. Otherwise, according to their bench boss in his 4th year, they're a relative healthy group and said, hey, season's been up and down so far. We're sitting at 3-3 and going into our toughest game of the season. Coach said he believes this squad should be 4-2, and the loss to Indiana was a tough one to swallow, but his group continues to grow and get better each and every week, but they are right now their own worst enemies at times. They've played good, sound, fundamental football to be successful, and he says this squad loves to run the football and has to get more efficient in the passing game. He said here tonight, though, EF is undoubtedly our toughest test to this date. It's just hard to find a weakness on this team. Great coaching staff. They don't make mistakes, and they capitalize on mistakes you make. The quarterback is the real deal. He can hurt you with his arm and his legs. Athletic on the outside and stout up front defensively. They are aggressive and sound. We look forward to a great physical battle here tonight as the Warriors lining up over to our right. A little less pomp and circumstance, but they'll go sirens a-blazing just moments from now. Coach DeMarco praised his running back or quarterback as well, saying one of the best in the business. Players to watch, Lions Heart Media players to watch last week, Dylan Pitzer, 3 sacks and a safety. Former standout wrestler, now standout defensive lineman for the Trojans. On the other side of things, for the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, it's Landon Honick, the standout wideout. 4 touchdowns, all receiving, also 3 interceptions. This is a Derry squad that turns the ball over quite a bit, including 2 interceptions last week, so look for Landon Honick to make an impact in both the offensive and defensive side of things here today. As we mentioned, Derry turns the ball over quite a bit, 10 times this season. They are -3 in the turnover battle. As the Warriors get set to take the field, 7 interceptions thrown by Anthony Sasko. As sirens blaze, the Warriors hit the turf looking to defend home turf. Derry 20.2 per game, 25.8 against the Warriors. 42.1 points per game. Ryan Messina, the catalyst, the straw that stirs the drink, one of the best quarterbacks in the WPIAL, and still looking for that first big offer. All the PSAC schools want a piece of Messina, and the question is, who's going to be that first D1 school to offer Messina? 6'4", 225, an absolute monster. First Friday in October, as you can tell, pink all around. We get set to get underway. It's the Warriors, it's the Trojans, it's Interstate Conference 3A football when we come back here on MVI Live. There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
It's the first Friday in October. It's the second conference game of the season. It's the Warriors, it's the Trojans on MVI Live. Warriors want the football to start as they will send a pair back deep. Far side, Honick. Near side in the form of McCondra. As off the hop underway, here comes Honeck from the 10, hits the hole. Honeck over the 40, out towards the 50, and shoved out about just shy of the 50-yard line. As Landon Honeck off and running early on, as about a 40-yard return for Honeck, going to be 38 yards on the opening kickoff. First and 10 Warriors from their own 48-yard line. 11:54 opening quarter. Ryan Messina in the gun. Pressure shown up the gut by Preston Donovan. Messina, 1,200 passing yards, over 450 rushing yards. A combined 19 touchdowns. Goes up top to start. Across the middle, comeback route, first down and more. Finding Aaron Ulmer, the sophomore, at the opposing 40. And on the first play of the drive, the Warriors move the chains. First down and 10, Elizabeth forward. As the Warriors quickly back up to the line. Messina in the gun, 4 receiver set. Tailback right, as Messina, hard count, slows things down. Messina changing the play. Mitchell, Rice, Cummings, Scott, and Gatto left to right on that Warrior offensive line. As Ryan Messina takes the snap, looks to pass. Quick hitter near side, curling back, and forced down to the deck after a short gain was Collar. As Collar makes the grab on the stop, Noah Stowell leading the charge. Helping is Max Doherty. Short gain there, give him 2 on first down. Second down and 8, running clock here in the first. Warriors on the march. Messina in the gun. Rocco Thompson, the freshman, who has 232 on the ground, flanking right. 4 receiver set once again. Hand off Thompson, right up the gut, breaks a tackle. Rocco right towards the 30, going to be about a yard shy of the line to gain for Rocco Thompson. So the freshman gets his first tote and picks up a gain of 7. 3rd and 1, and this is prime position for quarterback power with Messina. Pitzer, Piper, and Lucan up front. With Doherty and Weirs on the outside. There it is, quarterback power, left side into the arms of Dylan Pitzer, but it does not matter on 3rd and 1. Ryan Messina moves the chains, and the Warriors inside the Trojan 30 down to the 29-yard line. St. Angelo and Honeck near side, 1 receiver far side. Thompson the back, Brendan Stroshine H-back right. Stroshine will be our B Graphics halftime interview here tonight. Hard count now, Messina resets. 9:43 rolling clock. 1st and 10 Warriors from the 28 of the Derry Trojans. As Messina will drop back, looks to pass. Messina, pressure coming, has right up the gut, and down goes Messina. As the delayed blitz gets a piece of Ryan Messina. As right up the gut, Chase Lucan. So Lucan on the stop with the sack. This is a Trojan team very good at getting to the quarterback with those big 3 up front. 2nd down and forever. Messina sets up the screen to Stroshine. Stroshine out over the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Give him 17 and move the chains maybe. Going to be close as Stroshine needed 17, and they gave him 16. So 3rd down and 1 for the Warriors. 8:34 rolling clock. Ryan Messina in the gun, 4 receiver set. As once again the freshman Rocco Thompson the back. Messina gives it to Thompson right up the chute into a pile of Trojans, but a great push up front. Rice, Scott, and Cummings move the front 3 off the line for Derry, giving Geo Thompson, or make it Rocco Thompson, an open look and an easy first down for the Elizabeth forward Warriors. So 1st and 10 Warriors inside the red zone down at the 17. Three receivers set. Stroshine lined up left side. They will go that way. Play action. Machina finds his man. Stroshine streaking. First down and more inside the 5, down to the 4. So Brendan Stroshine once again picking up another first down for the Warriors, and it's 1st and goal, Elizabeth forward, as Brendan Stroshine hauls in his second pass of the drive. And the Warriors at will right down the field with 7:35 remaining. There goes Messina, left side, gets the edge into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors! Ryan Messina makes away from 4 yards out, and EF strikes first thanks to Messina. Ryan Messina, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. Methodical and relentless. The Warriors go 52 yards for the score. Luke Holdren on to attempt the PAT. Holdren 24 for 25 this season. As the kick by Holdren is true. The Warriors, 2 big hookups, or 3. Messina to Almer, twice to Stroshine, and into the end zone goes Elizabeth forward. 4 minutes and 23 seconds. EF on top. As one of the most electric offenses in the WPIAL does it again. Talking to Coach DeMarco yesterday when I came up to interview Brendan Stroshine for today's game, he said, hey, our time's coming, and it's coming sooner than later. He believes this is a Warrior group that has those capabilities of competing for district championships. They were close last year, and that's a game against Central Valley they still want back. And you hear Brendan Stroshine talk a little bit about that at the half. This is a revigorated group as well. They got a little bit of a punch in the face against South Bay. It almost came back, probably a game the Warriors should have won, but they did not, and that was a big reset for this Warrior squad. As Holdren gives it the boot, McNeil back around his goal line will make the grab there as right up the gut, no room to run, gets to the 21. As right up the chute on the return was Carson Weirs, and Derry takes over 1st and 10 at the 21. Derry likes to run the football. They like to keep the ball on the ground with Max Doherty. 755 on the ground this season for Doherty. 10 touchdowns. They only have 483 passing yards and a plethora of turnovers. Warriors live in the backfield. 46 TFLs this season for the Elizabeth forward Warriors defense. Sacco sends his man in motion. Hand off Doherty. Right on cue. Brendan Stroshine with a TFL. Loss of 2 on the first play. As Brendan Stroshine picks up what is his 6th TFL, make it 7th TFL of the season. So Stroshine, 2 big receptions, and now a tackle for loss. Twin back look, man in motion, that's Doberak. Hand off, Doherty slips a tackle out to the 25, hauled down in the second level by Gio Thompson, the freshman. Going to be a gain of 7, 3rd down and 5. Warriors defense looking to hold. Trojans break the huddle. Piper, Lucan, Oler, Monick, and Pitzer. The boys up front. As trying to charge forward for the first is Doherty, going to be knocked down shy of the 30 at the 29. And it's a 3 and out as he goes right into the heart of that defense. Leading the charge was Damian Rice, the 6-foot senior, along with Dylan Cummings for the Warriors. 4th and 2 for the Trojans, 3 and out.
Back to receive number 17, Aaron Almer.
Almer and Honick back deep to receive. Low snap, rolling out, right foot boot away by Sacco, not much on it, and takes a Warrior roll inside the 40 down to the 38. 8 yards on the punt, should have went for it if you were the Trojans. So EF prime position to take a 2-score lead, 5:31 remaining here in the first. Warriors take over on the Derry 39. Messina in the gun, flanking left is Thompson, 4-receiver set. Ryan gets the snap, drops back. Messina steps up, has time, pressure coming now, escapes. Near side, Messina hits the check down, over the middle, first down and more. Inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line as Kohler calls his number and picks up the line to gain. From the 39 to the 15, Messina moves the sticks. First and 10 from the 15 for Elizabeth Forward. Warriors lead 7-0. 5 minutes remaining in the first. Messina in the gun, Rocco Thompson the back. Ryan drops back, pressure coming across the middle, Collar in the end zone. Touchdown Warriors, takes the hit, makes the play, 2 for 2, EF up 13-0. 15-yard pitch and catch, Messina to Collar once again on the slant. And Collar secured it all the way as the Warriors right back on the board. 15-yard touchdown pass as Luke Holderin on for the PAT. Almer puts it down and Holderin, no doubt about it. 14-0, the Warriors lead. As the Warriors short field, they make it count. They go 39 yards. They do it on just 2 plays. And the Warriors find the end zone in 44 seconds. So 2 drives, 2 scores, and the Warriors domination to start here tonight. And looking at this, Derry, they had a game with the Southmoreland Scotties. That's kind of considered the second tier team behind EF inside this classification. Of course, we'll see resets next year around 3A, 4A. All the resectioning, realignments will occur. But Southmoreland last week beat Derry by a final score of 23-11. And they don't have Gabe Kabuski anymore. He transferred back with Anthony Smith as fielded by Weirs from the 1. Weirs right up the chute as he'll be chopped down over the 20 at the 23-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will start on drive number 2. 14-0 Elizabeth Forward. Out in front early on. Been domination. We'll be back in action tomorrow on the network as well. South Allegheny will be on the road at Shady Side Academy. We'll have coverage of that one starting at 1:45 tomorrow, 2 p.m. kick from the Trojan 23. Anthony Sacco, the junior, in the gun. It's been all runs by Doherty as Doherty gets another call. Right up the middle, plows forward. And the football might have come out, still loose. And the Warriors jump on it. Travis Ducey with the recovery. As Doherty kept the legs churning, but could not keep the football. And the Warriors, just like that, take over. Do see the recovery. And this one is already on the verge of out of hand. 4:33 remaining. Opening quarter of play. 1st and 10. Elizabeth forward from the 20 or 34. Caller goes in motion. Already one touchdown tonight. 1st and 10. As Messina looks to pass, pits her up the middle, Ryan running away, and Messina just dumps it out of bounds on the far sideline, and a late hit by Dylan Pitzer, as Pitzer going to be flagged there, which looks like a personal foul. Dylan Pitzer was a standout wrestler for Mount Pleasant as a freshman and sophomore, as Dylan Pitzer over his first 2 years went 79-16, 44-4 as a sophomore. The WPIAL runner-up, was ineligible when he transferred from Mount Pleasant to Derry, so could not wrestle last year and now might not wrestle at all in his senior season after what was an incredible start. His brother Dayton was a 3-time state champion who went on to now wrestle for the University of Pittsburgh. So 15-yard personal foul. And it's 1st and 10, Elizabeth forward from the 20. 3-touchdown lead for the Warriors. If they can knock it in here, Messina in the gun. 4 receiver set. Ryan, quarterback keeper, read option up the gut, and Ryan Messina down to the 5 as Messina picks up 14. And it's 1st and goal from the Warriors.
14-yard gain on the play. 1st and goal for your Warriors.
Messina doing it all tonight so far. Clock ticks down to 4 minutes remaining. This is going to be a quick one tonight. If things do not change for the Trojans, Warriors having their way tonight. Messina, man in motion. Ryan hands it off around the edge, getting the edge and into the end zone. It's Honick for the first time tonight on the little jet sweep handoff from 5 yards out. Lyndon Honick with his first rushing touchdown of the season. So the Warriors make it 20-0 here in the opening quarter. 3:48 remaining. .45 seconds to go, 34 yards for the Warriors as Holdren, he's been busy already, and Holdren makes it 21-0. You know, thought maybe this game done by the half the way it started. Well, this game looks like it's going to be done by the end of the first quarter. Warriors showing no problem. All systems go for one of the top teams, the number 3 ranked team inside of 3A in Elizabeth forward. 21-0, the Warriors out in front. They were aided by a 15-yard penalty on Pitzer. And back in action tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon on the network, South Allegheny Shady Side Academy. 21-0, the Warriors lead the Trojans. Again, Brendan Stroshine, he'll be our B Graphics halftime interview, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We sat down yesterday and had a nice chat with Brendan Stroshine. Back deep to receive is going to be Carson Weirs, the younger of the 2 Weirs brothers. As Holdren sends it right towards Carson. Carson's returned both so far. Drops it at the 2. Picks it up at the 5. Shoots the gap in the middle. And it's going to be slammed down shy of the 20 at the 18. As the Warriors, good coverage in return. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 18 for Derry. 3:42 remaining here in the opening quarter. Derry a 3 and out and a 1-play turnover on their 2 drives today. Officially gave him the 19-yard line. Sacco under center. Stowe goes in motion and whistle blows, trying a little misdirection and get the ball in the hands of Aiden Frank, but instead whistle blows and the Trojans back up 5 yards. 21-0 Warriors lead, 3:31 remaining in the first. Ball back to the 14-yard line. Stowe will get the play and work far side as Stowe heads over there with Ricky Daniels. One receiver near side. Sacco now in the gun. Doherty the back. Anthony Sacco, hand off Stowe. Stowe gets the block on the outside. And Ducey able to shed and slam him down as he gets up over the 15-yard line, out to the 17. Some of that penalty yardage gain back, but it's going to be a 2nd down and 12 after a gain of 3. Travis Ducey making an impact, was able to shed the outside block on the near side by Carson Weirs and shoot to Stowe and knock him down to the deck. Offset I, Sacco under center, fakes the pitch, hand off up the middle, and that's Aiden Frank. Right up the chute over the 20 to the 22. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7. We've yet to see Derry put the ball in the air today. They have not done that a ton this season. Just 92 times on the year, 7 of those have been picked off, and 38 have been completed for under 500 yards. Sacco in the gun, 4 receivers spread out, tight end right. Warriors showing press as Sacco rolls right. Stroshine coming off the edge, steps inside. Sacco breaks at 1 but gets to the 2nd level before he's knocked down by the Warriors' defensive backfield. And it's going to be a 4th down and 2 after that first punt. You imagine Trojans might be going for it here. Offense looks like it's staying on the field. 4th and 2 for the Trojans. Sacco in the gun, sidecar right. He'll look to pass, pressure coming, picked up, runs away, and down he goes! Another sack for the Warriors. It's Gio Thompson, the freshman, his 2nd sack of the season. As Gio Thompson off the edge with the sack, and it's 1st down and 10 EF. So Warriors will take over on the Derry 20. 3rd straight drive EF starting in Derry real estate. Messina in the gun, 4 receiver set. This game ugly early. And it looks like it's just going to get worse. As timeout called by the Warriors, we'll step aside as well right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball lies at the Trojan 20. Trips near side, 1 receiver up top. Ryan Messina alone in the gun with an H-back left side, and Brendan Stroshine. Messina sends Stroshine left to right as Ryan Gets the snap, looks to pass, pressure coming. Quick hitter near side, Almer, foot in the ground, give him 5. Flag comes in late as a host of Trojans with Preston Donovan along with Weirs and Stow on the tackle after a 9-yard gain by Aaron Almer, and maybe some more after the penalty on the Derry Trojans. 21-0, the Warriors lead it.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
So a face mask going to be a half the distance call due to the fact of where the Warriors are on the field. So put the ball down at the 6. First and goal for the Warriors from the Trojan 6-yard line. Clock ticks inside of a minute and a half.
For your Warriors.
3 receiver set. Messina directing orders to his offensive line. He'll have Rocco Thompson left side. Messina, handoff. Thompson breaks a tackle to the end zone. Touchdown Warriors. Another one. As Rocco Thompson from 6 yards away into the end zone. The Warriors do it again. Rocco Thompson, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Another short drive and another payoff for the Warriors. As EF goes 20 yards and puts on 7 more. 28-0 Elizabeth forward. As it's a master class for the Warriors. The Twins set up the Warriors' 4th touchdown of the opening quarter. It was Gio Thompson with the 4th down sack. Rocco Thompson with the touchdown run. Breaking a tackle on his way into the end zone, 28-0. Warriors over the Trojans. And this bodes well for their matchup versus Southmoreland. Weirs back deep to receive as Carson stands in his own end zone. Right foot boot driven back towards Weirs. Weirs picks it up at the 1. As Carson Weirs has a lane and slammed down as once again the Warriors in special teams coverage as Gio Thompson slams him down to the deck. As number 21 in black and red takes care of the returner.
First and 10, Trojans.
Trinity up 7-0 on Thomas Jefferson.
20-yard return on the play.
On some other Mon Valley games, ball lies on the 20. Trojans have 56 seconds remaining here in the first. As Sacco, naked bootleg roll out, pressure coming, finds his man, but could not hang on. He put it right on the hip of Aiden Frank, but Frank could not hang on to that. That was close to being completed for what would have been the Trojans' first down of this ball game here on a homecoming Friday night. Ricky Daniels out far side. Stow near side with Carson Weirs. One back look as Sacco in the gun. Sacco brings Stow in motion as right up the middle, trying to bounce free and doing so. Doherty, but staying with Doherty the whole way was the Warrior front. And Brendan Stroshine on the stop for Elizabeth forward with some help from Dylan Cummings.
3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Trojans. 21 seconds remaining in a rolling first quarter clock. 28-0 the Warriors lead. As handoff right side, Carson Weirs pushed forward. He'll get shy of the 25 to the 24, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go after a 1-yard gain as that Warrior front stiffens. And it's going to be a 4th down and 6 on the final play of the opening quarter, and the Warriors flashing their dominance. 28-0 as we start the second when we come back right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
With over 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service.
4th down and 6 to start the second. The Warriors out in front. Trojans will go for it. At their own 25, Anthony Sacco in the gun. 1 turnover tonight for Derry. Some turnover on downs and more as they'll just kind of concede on 4th down. A little handoff to the right side. A loss of 2 and another turnover on downs. So Warriors take over, short field at the 25. 8-0 first downs in favor of the Warriors. Scoreboard reads 28-0. First possession of the second quarter for Elizabeth forward. Ryan Messina, 1 rushing. Another 1 passing. Honick and Thompson have both found the end zone as well. Ryan across the middle. First incompletion and almost was intercepted by the Trojans second level as lurking in the vicinity for the Derry defense was Tukalski. So Travis Tukalski got a piece of that one, almost took it away. 2nd down and 10. Pressure shown by the Trojan front. 4 receiver set. Ryan Messina directing orders from his own 30. Pressure shown again. Messina hands it off left side. There's Thompson down to the 20-yard line as he'll pick up 4 on 2nd down. And it's going to be 3rd down, 6 to go for Elizabeth forward. 28-0 Warrior advantage again tomorrow. Reminder, South Allegheny Shady Side Academy on the network. Logan Ryder near side. Collar goes in motion, so trips up top for Messina on 3rd down and 6. Pressure shown. Messina steps up, looks downfield, fires end zone. Collar touchdown Warriors. Ryan Messina improvising. Rolling left eyes downfield into the end zone. And Ryan Messina, his 3rd touchdown of the night, 2nd time he's went to Collar. This time from 20 yards out on 3rd and 6. So Warriors go 25 yards this time. 11-11 remaining here. They do it in 44 seconds. And this is a Trojan team that hung with Southmoreland last week. And EF has just come out and absolutely put a stranglehold into this game. As Holdren keeps the good times rolling. If you're a fan of the Warriors, all dandy Trojans, look away, as it's been about as ugly as it can get. Next week, we're already start looking ahead. It's at Greensburg-Salem for Derry. For Elizabeth forward, they head to Cougar Mountain to take on Yock. As the Warriors' opening drive went 4 minutes, 23 seconds, 52 yards. Messina hit Stroshine for 17, then ran it in from 4. Next drive went 39 yards in 44 seconds as Messina would hit Collar twice, including a touchdown. And on their third drive, 45 seconds to go, 34 yards after a 15-yard personal foul. Messina a 14-yard run and a 5-yard touchdown run by Honig made it 21-0. After a Geo Thompson sack and a turnover on downs, Warriors would go 20 yards in 30 seconds as Rocco Thompson would run it in from 6 yards out. And after another turnover on downs, Warriors would go 25 yards, 44 seconds. And it was Messina to Collar for the second time tonight, making it 35-0 with 11-11 remaining. And the Warriors absolutely dominant here tonight. Spiraler to the 2. As there's Weirs. Weirs bounces outside 25, 30. 35 forced out of bounds on the near side by the kicker, Luke Holdren. So Luke Holdren knocks out Carson Weirs, but it's the best starting field position of the game for Derry, as it's going to be at the 36-yard line for the Derry Trojans. 11:04 opening half of play, quarter number 2. Again at the break, halftime interview with Brendan Stroshine. 3 receivers set. Sacco in the gun. Hand off up the middle, trying to power forward. And unsuccessfully, going to be no gain on the play as they went to the big bruiser in Justin Papuga, the 6'1", 235 senior. No luck. Give him 1. Second down and 9 to go. Daniels and Stow far side. 1 receiver near side. Papuga stays the back. Sidecar right. Frank in motion. Sacco gets the snap. He'll roll out. Look to pass in the direction of maybe Aiden Frank. Closest man in the vicinity. Some kids on the Warriors sideline running on the track, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9. 10-19 here in the opening half. 35-0 the Warriors roll. Papuga will come out. Talked about physicality, and the Warriors have brought that tonight, and they've just been 10 times more physical than Derry here tonight. It's been without a doubt an absolute bloodbath, all starting with the Warrior front. No pressure, no push by the Derry Trojans. No room to work. 3rd down and 9. As Sacco in the gun. There goes Stow in motion. Sacco will look to pass. Pressure coming. Sacco goes up top looking. Franks adjust and make it weird. He can't haul it in. As Carson Weirs had a chance, but Landon Honick stride for stride. And it's 4th and 9 for the Trojans. $10-13 remaining here in quarter number 2. Sacco on to punt. First one went 8 yards. Sacco rolls out, flag flies. This one much better. Spiraler sends Ulmer back to the 29, breaks a tackle there, reverses field once again, trying to power forward, and eventually a whole host and brigade of Trojans, as that was about 9 of 11, take down Ulmer. We'll wait to see what this flag is. It was right on the snap. And you wonder if a Warrior or one of the gunners may have been offside here. It was against Derry. The Warriors just will decline. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Elizabeth Forward. Only the 2nd time the Warriors are starting on their side of the field. And this is their worst starting field position of the night. And it's at their own 32. Had to wait to see where the ball got put down. 10 on the clock, 35-0 Elizabeth Forward. Messina in the gun, 4 receiver set. Ryan drops back to pass. Quick swing, batted down. As on the far side, getting a hand was Max Doherty. So Doherty reaches up and knocks away the screen pass on the far side as Ryan Messina was trying to get a quick completion for some easy Warrior yards. 9:57 here in the 2nd quarter. 35-0, Warriors rolling. Can they add one more on the score sheet? As Messina right up the gut, room to run, there goes Ryan. Ryan Messina breaks one more. See you later. Ryan Messina goes the distance, 69 yards and a score. As QB1 for the Warriors adds one more. A very nice 69-yard scamper by Ryan Messina. And the Warriors, another short drive, but a hold will bring it back. So no touchdown for Messina. And it stays 35-0. So Ryan Messina's touchdown run comes back off a hold, and unsportsmanlike conduct penalty gets added on top of that. So we'll see how this all shakes out after Ryan Messina took it down the distance, but the Warriors shoot themselves in the foot with 2 penalties in the process. So Elizabeth Forward all the way back now after the penalties to their own 13-yard line. First and 10 from the 13. 4 receivers set. Rocco Thompson the backside, car left of Ryan Messina. As Ryan drops back, setting up the screen to Thompson. Rocco rumbling near side and powered down to the turf at the 22-yard line. Tukolsky on the stop after a gain up to the 22. With forward progress, they give him the 23. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for Elizabeth Forward. Warriors have scored on every drive so far tonight. Ball at the 28. They have to get to the 42. Messina, pressure coming, dumps it across the middle. and Collar can't squeeze it at the 33, and it's going to be 4th down and 18, and the Warriors will have to punt for the first time tonight. So first time Warriors don't find Pater. Well, they did kind of, but a penalty negated. And Elizabeth forward with an unsportsmanlike put them well behind the sticks. 4th and 18 as the Warriors will have to punt it away. So Luke Holdren at his own 11-yard line. Carson Weirs back deep to receive. Holdren steps up, pressure coming, spiraling kick out to the 40, and Weirs will take it at the 39-yard line. So the Warriors go backwards. Holdren sends it 37, and Derry will take over on their own side of the field with 8:50 remaining in the opening half and a 0 on the scoreboard. Ball will lie on their own 40. So the best starting field position of the night for the Trojans. 35-0 the Warriors lead. Twin receivers up top, Anthony Sacco in the gun. Doherty the back, he gets the call, left side, tripped up, make that Carson Weirs. Trying to get into their playmakers' hands. Not much room to work there for Weirs.
Aiden Wires, the ball carrier. Tackled by Rocco Thompson.
Second down after a gain of 3 by Weirs. As Caden Weirs makes it second down, 7 to go. Trojans still looking for their first down. Stow in motion. Hand off again. Caden Weirs powers up the middle. Going to be 3 yards shy of the line to gain as Aaron Ulmer up on the stop for the Warriors. 3rd down. 3 to go. And it looks like a timeout maybe for injury, as working his way off the field is Tyler Scott. He missed all of last year with an injury for the Warriors. Or excuse me, that is not Tyler Scott. That is Damian Rice. Scott did miss all of last year, though, with an injury. Just picked up an offer from Allegheny. Clock is winding inside of 8 minutes. With 35 on the play clock. It was not a timeout, just a stoppage to get Rice off the field. One receiver far side in the form of Ricky Daniels, one near side. As Sacco in the gun. Double H back left. Doherty will lean that way, but Rocco Thompson meets him in the backfield. Another TFL for the Warriors defense. 8 now on the season for Rocco Thompson. And it's going to be 4th down and 3 to go. And it looks like the Trojan offense will stay put on the field with 7:20 in a rolling clock. Ball on the 47. Sacco in the gun. Doherty the back left side. 35-0 Warriors lead. Stow goes in motion. Sacco looks to throw, finds Stow in space, but finding his way to the ball carrier was Aaron Ulmer. Has no gain on the play, and it's a turnover on downs. 6:58. Quarter number 2, Warriors take back over. Ball lies on the Trojan 47. Four receiver set, Ryan Massini. You imagine he won't see much of any action in half number 2 for Coach DeMarco. Will be a lot of Caden Allen. Hard count now, Messina. Got them jumping and got the flag to fly. Dylan Pitzer looking for a head start as the hard count pays dividends As back is Travis Ducey, this time by for the Warriors.
First and 5.
As Damian Rice back into the game for Elizabeth forward. Messina, handoff, Ducey left side as he's drugged down at the line of scrimmage. As converging on the football, Doherty with some help from Preston Donovan, the middle junior linebacker. And it's going to be second down and 5 here for the Warriors after no gain on first down, maybe a loss. Second down, 6 to go. 35-0 advantage here for Elizabeth forward. Brendan Stroshine, RB Graphics halftime interview at the break. Messina drops back, pressure picked up, throws a floater up top, color flag flies.
Messina's pass is incomplete.
He was looking for make that St. Angelo in coverage, and the guilty party of the flag is Max DePernack. So Max DePernack
15-yard penalty.
picks up the 15-yard penalty. As Doperak hauled down St. Angelo. Ryder near side, 6:18 remaining in the half. Messina in the gun, Rocco the running back once more. Twin receivers up top. Rocco Thompson right side, right into a wall of Trojans after a gain of 1. As clogging everything up was Justin Papuga for the Trojans. As coming in and finishing off the ball carrier was Caden Weirs.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Warriors taking more time off the clock. It will be a quick moving second half of play with a 35-0 Elizabeth forward lead. Ryder and Collar near side receivers. Far side Honick. As Thompson sidecar right. Stroshine H-back left. Deep drop. Ryan up top. Comeback route incomplete. Looking for his favorite target, Landon Honick. And it's going to be third down, 9 to go. Warrior offense scored on their opening 5 drives of the night. As checking into the game defensively is going to be Aspen Blystone, the 6-foot junior. Third down and 9, 5:27 remaining in the opening half. 35-0 the Warriors lead. Be conference win number 7 in a row and home win number 8 in a row for the Warriors. Screen pass incomplete as Ryan Messina with the pressure from Dylan Pitzer coming underthrows that, and it's going to be fourth down and 9 for the Warriors. It's a Trojan team that have already matched their win total from last year. Warriors will bring out Luke Holdren to attempt the field goal. It will be from 44 yards away for Holdren. Luke on the season 1 for 3. He's hit from 25. And this one from 44. As they're going to make one of the Warriors come off the field before this field goal attempt. So Elizabeth forward having to make a change. Looks like Tyler Scott was coming in. Now Tyler Scott headed to the sideline and will come back. 14 seconds on the play clock. See if they do get this off with 8 seconds now. Holdren's had a wait on it down to 7. From 44 yards away. Good snap, good hold. The kick by Holdren is blocked. and looking to rumble back the other way. Near side, that's Lucan. As Lucan returns it back to the 43. So back-to-back empty trips for the Warriors. And Derry will take over. 5:14 remaining here in the opening half of play. Trojans from their own 43. $35-0 Elizabeth forward up front, and there's the first down of the game as ball trickles out of bounds, as that's going to be Caden Weirs up over the 40. As Weirs lost the football in the process but did not lose possession. First down of the game for Derry.
17-yard gain.
5 on the clock. Trojans will get the football to start half number 2. Sacco under center, one back look. As Anthony Sacco, hand off, Weirs lost it, it's on the deck. Still loose, and Anthony Sacco will fall on it. A monumental loss back to the 47. As Anthony Sacco avoids the turnover, and it's going to be second down and forever for the Derry Trojans. 35-0 lead for the Warriors. Ball back at the 47. They have to get to the 30. It was a loss of 7 on first down for Derry.
Second down and 17.
Sacco directing traffic. Offset pistol look as Sacco looks to pass. Deep drop pressure coming. Sacco throws it up and almost intercepted. Closest man there for the Warriors. It appeared to be Collar. All set up thanks to Geo Thompson. Pressure off the edge by the freshman. And Geo Thompson able to force the incompletion. Third down, 17, 3:52 remaining here in the opening half. Again, at the break, a halftime interview brought to you by B Graphics with Brendan Stroshine of Elizabeth forward. 4 receiver sets, Sacco in the gun. Third down and 17, deep drop, pressure again, fires up top, pushing, shoving, hand fighting, no flags, as in coverage was Aaron Ulmer. He was looking for Stow, streaking up the middle, and it's going to be 4th down and 47. There was also a flag up top, an illegal shift against the Trojans. So 4th and 17 for Derry, and they'll head out to punt it away. And Elizabeth forward will take back over with 3:46 remaining here in the opening half of play in a 35-0 lead. $28-0 Warriors lead as Anthony Sacco end over end. Ulmer at the 15. Cuts upfield over the 20 to the 22, where Preston Donovan is waiting in the wings to haul him down. 1st and 10 now for the Warrior offense. 3:34 remaining here, half number 1. And we sat down with Brendan Stroshine yesterday. We'll have that for you after this next 3:34. Warriors take over on their own 22-yard line after the return by Ulmer. 35-0 Warriors. They scored 28 of that in the opening quarter of play. Derry will get the football to start in half number 2, but barring a Trojan score in the next 3:34, we will start the second half in the Mercy roll as Ryan Messina sends Stroshine in motion. Messina, deep drop. Pitzer coming through. Messina steps up, steps away, floats it incomplete into the Trojan sideline on the throwaway as Dylan Pitzer once again making his presence known. Again, the former standout wrestler at Mount Pleasant, following in his brother's footsteps, has turned to football after being ruled ineligible last year as maybe his only sport in high school in his senior campaign. Second and 10, 3:26. Trips up top, one receiver near side, Stroshine the H-back. As Ryan looks to throw again. Pressure picked up by Stroshine. Messina into the flat. Has Ulmer streaking down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds by Doherty at the 40. So Ryan Messina on the run. Finds his man and gets a new set of downs. As Aaron Ulmer picks up the line to gain and then some. A lot of yak on that one. A ball out to the 40. 3:16, quarter number 2. Warriors out in front in dominating fashion. 3 receiver set, Rocco Thompson the tailback. Messina gives way to Thompson as Thompson powers forward, tripped up by Papuga after a short gain of 4. So second down, 6 to go. Clock will continue to roll. If the Warriors score on this drive, it will be their second longest scoring drive of the game as they took over with 3:34 remaining, now down to 2:50 remaining, as they've had multiple 40-second drives, 30-second drive as well, almost a 15-second drive that came back via penalty as the Warriors have a 35-0 lead. They got out of the gates hot, and they have not looked back since. Messina hard count, almost got them jumping. As Stroshine motions once more. Thompson gets the call right up the gut, 50 and more. As there's Rocco Thompson into the second level, out to the 40-yard line, tripped up by Carson Weirs. But again, Rocco Thompson, another Warrior first down, double-digit first half first downs for the Warriors. So a 16-yard run by Thompson. 35-0 Elizabeth forward on top with 2:02 remaining. EF in no hurry. They do have 2 timeouts remaining with this 35-0 advantage. Messina will drop back to pass, has time, fires the quick hitter right side as Ryder works down the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Carson Weirs, but not before he picks up the first down. Make that Honick on the right side, but nonetheless results the same. Another Warrior first down out of the right arm of Ryan Messina. Messina, a couple of touchdown passes tonight.
15-yard gain on the play. First down, Warriors.
And Messina going to head to the sideline for this play. So Wildcat for Landon Honick. So Ryan Messina on the sideline. Honick already a rushing touchdown tonight. He's Wildcat with double H back and Kernan Stroshine left. He'll keep it in his pocket. Honick, right side, breaks a tackle. First down and more inside the 10. As Honick wrestled down on the far side. Once again, Caden Weir there, along with Dylan Pitzer. And another flag comes flying in the process. It was well after the play, so dead ball foul here with 1:10 remaining. And it looks like it's going against the Trojans, so half the distance to the goal. And it's going to be first down and goal for the Warriors here with a 35-0 lead. Timeout taken. We'll step aside as well, come back, and we'll have the last minute 10 for you right here on MVI Live.
Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best.
One first downs in favor of the Warriors. First and goal, Messina in the gun, trying to get a jump on the hard count. Messina, handoff, Thompson, ×2, touchdown Warriors. Rocco adds another, his 7th touchdown of the season for Rocco Thompson, as Rocco Thompson, 4 yards away, finishes off another drive, as Rocco Thompson finds a payday for the second time today, as the Warriors go 78 yards and find the end zone once again. 6 touchdowns in the opening half, as Holdren on to attempt the extra point. .229 on the drive to finish it off with the Thompson touchdown, as it's 42-0 Elizabeth forward.
Your Warriors on top, 42-0.
And it was a closely contested game last week for Derry with Southmoreland. Couple of costly Trojans turnovers kind of let that one get away from them. And EF will have Southmoreland in the very near future after a date with Yock. Trojans were trying to find some life late. Their last drive, they found the first down of the game for Derry. And Warriors almost at 20 first downs in this ball game. Brendan Stroschein with your halftime interview coming up next. We'll also have more action on the network tomorrow between the South Allegheny Gladiators and the Shadyside Academy Bulldogs. SA right now one of the favorites inside the 2A classification, trying to win another district title for that program, and that's school district, I should say, after a basketball championship last year for the South Allegheny Gladiators, as we'll have them tomorrow. Then next week, full slate of games. We'll have Charleroi and Yock in section soccer, and then it'll be a battle between Thomas Jefferson and Upper St. Clair in hockey. We'll also have Bethel Park and Baldwin hockey, as that one fired back to the one. And then to round out the week, Mars and McKeesport as whistle blows. And a touchback is the call. So Derry a 3 and out, a fumble, turnover on downs, 3 and out, turnover on downs, 1 first down, and a punt has been the story today for the Trojans. 1:03 remaining here in the opening half. Again, halftime interview when we come back at the half with Brendan Stroschein. And you don't want to miss that one here on the network as Sacco looks to throw. Pressure coming, high throw, incomplete. Looking in the direction of Noah Stow on the near side. And it's 2nd down and 10 with 59 ticks of the clock remaining.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10. As handoff left side, Doherty goes nowhere but backwards. As the Warrior defense right there ready to go. has a quick charge to the ball, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. 42-0, Warriors lead it. Anthony Sacco gets the play from the sideline. Trips near side, one receiver up top. Sacco, quarterback draw as the seas part. Sacco, 1st down and more, blown up out of bounds by Travis Ducey after a 3rd down conversion for Anthony Sacco. 2nd 1st down of the game for the Derry Trojans with 1 second remaining in this opening half. So final play of the opening half with the Warriors dominating 42-0. Sacco fires up top, and it's going to be hauled in and inbounds on the far sideline, as getting the grab was Ricky Daniels, but it does not matter. Time has expired. The Warriors have put up 42 points. 28 in the first, 14 in the second, 42 in the game, and it's a 42-0 Warrior lead at the half. They started with a 52-yard, 4.5-minute drive. Messina to Stroshine for 17 would set up Ryan's rushing touchdown. After a 3-and-out, Messina would go to Collar for 24, then from 15 yards out in a score, making it 14-0. Ensuing drive, Ducey would recover a fumble on the first play, as a 15-yard personal foul and a 14-yard Messina run would set up the 5-yard rushing touchdown by Honick. After a turnover on downs, Gio Thompson would sack the quarterback Sacco. It would be Rocco Thompson rushing it in, making it 28-0. Warriors would then find pay dirt once more after another turnover on downs. Messina to Collar from 20 yards away, 35-0. Another 3-and-out, and the Warriors went in from 69 yards away, but it was called back. Hodan, a personal foul, would eventually force a Warrior punt, but a turnover on downs would set up a 44-yard field goal. EF would have it blocked, but the Warriors would force another punt and go down the distance 78 yards, and a 10-yard Rocco Thompson run on the drive would set up his 4-yard second touchdown of the game, and that would do it for half number 1 as Derry runs out of time, but they did pick up 2 first downs on that last drive after 1 through the entire opening half until that point. Halfway home, Warriors have the mercy roll in full effect come the second half. Halftime interview with Brendan Stroshine of the Warriors when we come back right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community, and More. This is Alex Lyons, and most of you know me as the voice of MVI Live, but that's only part of the story. I'm also the youth director of the Ignite Middle School and High School Youth Group at the Christian Center Church, and I would like to personally invite you to join me and my team starting Wednesday, September 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at 130 Charity Lane for fun, fellowship, and the Word of God. I can't wait to see you there. For more information, call or text me at 724-562-3248.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
For 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta in Bell Vernon, always homemade with the freshest ingredients, is a must-try in the Mon Valley. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 to 9, and Sundays from 11 to 7. Dine in and take out available. We are pleased to also offer catering for whatever big events you have planned. Call us today at 724-633-0174. Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta, only feeding our customers with the very best. Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle. Halftime here on MVI Live. It's our B Graphics halftime interview with Brendan Stroshine of the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. First off, Brendan, really appreciate you taking time to do this.
Yeah, I appreciate it too.
So, Brendan, obviously, this is a Warrior program that has been quite successful, made quite a name for themselves, and it's been a ton of talent coming through this program, especially on the defensive side of the football. Seems like that's a spot you guys pride yourself.
Yes, sir.
And when we started this year, Coach DeMarco told me, hey, we had Charlie Melab, we had Chris Climbs, now it's Brendan Stroshine as the heart of this defense. Hearing that, what does that mean to you?
I mean, I just love it. I mean, having a coach that supports you like that, you can't beat it anywhere. I mean, you can't beat it.
So for you, you've went through your time so far here. You've seen success in this Warrior program. What are some of your favorite memories putting on that Warrior jersey?
Honestly, the favorite one right now is the South Fayette game this year. It was a fun game to be in. Crawled our way back from a big deficit. So you live for those games as a football player.
So obviously South Fayette, bigger classification, 5A school, very talented, led by Drew Welhorski at the helm. How much does that help getting to go against a Division I lacrosse player at quarterback, so very good athlete, and a very good 5A team, and say, hey, we're right there with them, and we were able to battle back and be there? How much confidence does that give you coming back down to the 3A slate?
It gives us a good experience going into the playoffs. If for some reason we're down big and going into half, we have that experience of coming from behind and pulling out the win. So obviously with that game we didn't necessarily win, but it was a good experience for us, and we learned a lot from that, and it prepares us for our conference schedule. So I like playing the tougher teams.
And obviously, 3A filled with great competition throughout the course of it every year. Obviously, we have the likes of Central Valley, who you guys maybe know all too well, not just from last year, but years prior here at EF. What would it mean to get over that hump here in this year and finally get back to the championship game?
That's always our goal, is to get over that hump from last year. It broke a lot of people's heart in that game for sure. I know it did mine. But, this year through off-season work, in-season, during the summer, even up to now, it's all preparation to get over that hump. So that's the next step we have to take as a team.
So how much does a game like that last year, a
tough loss in the semifinals fuel you into this year saying, hey, let's not experience that again?
It's exactly like you said. It's let's not experience this again. Let's keep fighting, keep going, and get over that hump.
So for you guys, obviously a very talented group offensively and defensively, and it's kind of always retool pieces on the offense and defensive side of the ball. It's no rebuild here at EF. And, you know, when you have your cornerstone pieces like yourself, like Orion Messina, kind of as the two cornerstones coming back, how have you been able to step up into a personal leadership role, you know, with so much talent graduating over the last few seasons here at EF?
I mean, that's a great question. I mean, myself, I always like to lead by example. Sometimes I've grown into being more of a vocal leader this year, but I'll just stick to what I do. I go out and give it my all every single play. You know, always have my brother's backs.
So for you, a little different on the offensive side of things. Obviously, you know, you're the tight end on this team along with playing linebacker, but on the offensive side of the ball, not necessarily a traditional tight end role. A lot of blocking for your quarterback when he takes off to run the football. So how much do you embrace that physicality on the offensive side, almost playing an extra O-lineman in that tight end H-back kind of position?
No, I embrace it fully. I love the position. You know, my dad, I can't even remember how long, but he's always been saying your hand's going to be in the dirt one day. He was a center in high school, so I embrace it. I learned a lot from our coaching staff about how to play the position and how to play it better. Learned a lot from the offensive line coach about blocking techniques and all that stuff. Obviously, the passing game incorporated with our offensive coordinator is just amazing. So, you know, I embrace the position fully, and, you know, I go out there and give it my all. That's about all I can really do with that. So.
Again, here with Brendan Stroshine, our B Graphics halftime interview on MVI Live. And, Brendan, you just mentioned, you know, you're working with so many different coaches on this squad because, you know, we're seeing you catch passes. We're seeing you block and, as you said, work with the offensive line coach and obviously working as the heart and soul of that defense, it seems like. You know, so how do you kind of manage all of that having to work in so many different aspects of this team? And to be honest, it's such a crucial part in every role you play.
Honestly, it's been instilled into me since I was a kid. My mom has always instilled good time management. So coming with a lot of these responsibilities, you have to have good time management to be able to work on all those skills and prepare yourself for those games. So I got to shout out my mom on that one.
So obviously you mentioned both your parents so far. So what have they meant to you in this journey so far?
Oh, I mean, they mean the world to me. You know, my dad's my hero. You know, I look up to him since I was a little kid. My mom, she's always helped me, been there for me, been my rock. So they've always been there to support me, so they mean the world to me.
So for you, obviously, everyone gets their start somewhere. For you, where did the start on this field come when you first started playing football?
Like when I first started?
How'd you start getting involved, and when did you really know this is something you wanted to fully embrace?
Honestly, from the first snap that I took back in fourth grade, you know, I just fell in love with the game from there, and it's been going well ever since, so no turning back now.
So obviously you've been very successful. It's always fun getting to watch you play on these Friday nights when I get to cover you guys. So what's the next step after you leave Elizabeth Forward? Kind of what's that plan after you're done here?
I mean, afterwards I want to go to a 4-year school afterwards and study either mechanical or aerospace engineering. So it's an interest of mine that has peaked recently, so looking forward to maybe pursuing something with that.
Any interest in continuing playing at the next level, or if it's, hey, it doesn't work with the academics, you know, football ends up taking a back seat possibly?
No, I mean, I would love the opportunity to play football in college. You know, I've had good conversations from all the divisions from D3 up to D1, FBS even. So, like, I would welcome the idea of playing it, but at the end of the day, I understand football isn't forever for everyone. So you got to have that backup plan in your back pocket for sure. But if I would be like, it would be a blessing to continue playing football in college.
So how has that process been for you, the recruiting process, just your experience going through it?
I mean, it's been going well. Like I said, I've had contact from all the divisions of them, from D3 up to D1. So, you know, gotta love the journey. You know, gotta love the hustle of it for sure. So
for you, I love to ask this question here. When I get to interview Elizabeth forward athletes. And it's a little different this year just due to all the construction that we have over there. But normally on a Friday night, the best entrance in all of WPIL football, in my opinion.
Hands down the best entrance.
Marching down a hill that is right over there, sirens roaring, smoke flying, and the war drums going. What is that like for you?
I mean, I love it. I get super fired up as soon as they start beating the drums. We come down there. We still do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Granted, it's not the entire hill, obviously, with the construction, but we go back right down there and come out with the fire trucks, the band, war drums pounding, everybody chanting. Like, it's the best environment, in my opinion.
And, I mean, how much do you think that, obviously, it gets your juices flowing? I mean, I know I'm standing up above on the top of the press box. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go run through a wall now.
Sir.
So, obviously, it gets you guys ready to go. But how much do you think that intimidates your opponents? Like, what are we experiencing? What did we just get ourselves into?
It's definitely an eye-opening for them because they're realizing that they're going to have to play 4 quarters of football to beat us. Coach Marco has preached to us, you got to come in and smack them in the mouth first from the opening kickoff. So they know that they're going to get a tough opponent, so they're going to have to play 4 quarters.
So for you, obviously, you've been a staple on this team for quite some time. I'm sure very, very well known now around the area, around the community. But what's maybe something unique about you that most people wouldn't know or would be surprised to know about you?
That's a tough one right there. I guess what I want to do, I kind of want to go into the service, so I'm kind of interested in the military route. So with college, I'm mostly looking towards service academies. So I guess that's one thing that you could say that, is unique about me is I want to go to a service academy in college. So
Brendan, I really appreciate this. It's been a privilege to get to talk with you. Can't wait to see what you do, not just the rest of this season, but further on after that. It's been, again, a privilege to get to talk to you and get to know you a little more.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Brendan, thank you. Again, this has been Brendan Stroshine of the Elizabeth Forward Warriors with your B-Graphics halftime interview here on MVI Live. Brendan and the Warriors will continue against Derry and the Trojans when we come back right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live.
Hoods Up Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly and correctly. For additional information, browse our website, give us a call, or come see us today.
Louis O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse. Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. It's time to customize your ride with TC Customized in Jefferson Hills. Wheels, rims, and tires, along with lift kit and lowering kits, full service auto detailing, along with custom audio systems. remote starts, alarms, custom lighting, tints, and so much more. Whatever your need is, you can completely customize your ride today at TC Customize. Call today at 412-384-5300.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people. Focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to monvalleyindependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com. Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the night. Get out your 50-50 tickets. Get out your 50-50 tickets. And we have a 3-minute warm-up. The 50-50 numbers are 3, 6, 8, 0, 8, 6, 3, 6. Those numbers again, 3, 6, 8, 0, 8, 6, 3, 6. The grand prize winner is going to win $540, and you can pick up your winnings at the football concession stand. Scores are on the Whitfield. We have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Belle Vernon and Char Valley, 14-all. At the half, West Mifflin over McKeesport, 14-6. At the half, Mount Pleasant over Greensburg Salem, 21-17. At the half, Thomas Jefferson over Trinity, 22-7. And Cal over Carmichael's at the half, 38-0.
Halftime here, 42-0. The Warriors lead the Derry Trojans on MVI Live as EF has been dominant up front all game long. And all game long, just a dominant performance by the Elizabeth forward Warriors. Ryan Messina, 11 for 16, 163 with a couple of touchdowns for Ryan Messina. 21 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown as well. 43 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns for Thompson. Honick, a rushing touchdown. He has 22 yards on the ground today. And Collar has hauled in 3 passes, 2 scores, and 63 yards in the contest for the Warriors as well. Do see a fumble recovery, 2 TFLs. 2 TFLs for Stroshine and 5 tackles. 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack by Gio Thompson, along with a forced fumble, and Rocco has recorded 5 tackles, 1 TFL, and 1 forced fumble in the game, as half number 2 awaits when we come back right here on MVI Live.
There's no better way to start your morning than with a fresh cup of coffee, and why not start with the best? 3-time Mon Valley favorite winner, His Place Coffee, Community and More, located at 103rd Street in Monessen. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have something for everyone. From our fresh brewed coffee, refreshing cold brews, house-made lattes, fraps, and so much more. If you can't decide 4 days of the week, I'll personally be there to help you craft the perfect drink for your needs. We're also serving up house-made breakfast and lunch paninis, homemade baked goods with gluten and dairy-free options available. We are so much more than just a coffee shop, offering community outreach, including Kids Craft Day and Story Time. There's always something new brewing, and we can't wait to see you at His Place Coffee, Community and More.
Douglas Education Center is right here at home, fast, focused, and hands-on. Our short-term programs take you from the classroom to a career in months, not years. With small classes, real equipment, and instructors who've done the work, you'll build the skills you need for a family-sustainable future. From day one to hired, we're in your corner. Douglas Education Center, changing lives every day. Start now at dec.edu.
Located in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness has been serving the community for years. From teenage athletes to elderly rehabs, your health is their mission. Serving through passion, purpose, and new technology, Emilio and his team are skilled, dedicated, and led by faith because they believe God works through people, focused on true healing, not medicating pain. You don't need insurance, just the intention to value your health. Be proactive, not reactive, by calling Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Hoods up, Quick Lube. It's time for a change. For years, you've been told to keep your vehicle running in peak condition with regular scheduled maintenance. But fitting it into your schedule can be a real hassle. You need a place that offers oil and filter changes, tire repair and rotation, light bulb and wiper replacements, and more. And it's all done quickly.
Halfway home, we start the second half with a clock that will not stop here on MVI Live, as 12 minutes to go. Here is the third quarter underway with a 42-0 Warrior advantage, as EF all over Derry in that opening half, and the Trojan offense will come to work. Big upset right now inside the Mon Valley McKeesport. Down 14-6 to West Mifflin.
First and 10, Trojans.
But the Tigers, last check, they were down at the Titan 5. First and 10, Derry from the 25. As right up the gut, and it's going to be close to a 6-yard gain.
Doherty, the ball carrier.
As Doherty right up the gut. Still a plethora of Warrior starters out there.
Devin Youngblood.
And some second string as Youngblood up on the stop.
Correction, number 17, Aaron Almer.
Make that Almer. As Sacco in the gun. Sacco gets the snap, turns around, fakes the handoff, rolls left side. Sacco, and it's deflected away. Travis Ducey in coverage for the Warriors. As slow to get back up, but doing so will be Aiden Piper. Third down,
And it's going to bring up
short here.
down and 3.
3 yards left to go. 10:05 remaining here, third quarter action. Sacco gets the snap, hands off left side, and wrapped up in the backfield is the ball carrier in Doherty. With a flag flying in late, it was Rocco Thompson. Wait to see which way the laundry tilts, as the officials will conclave here in the penultimate quarter of play. So it's going to go against the Trojans after the stop by Rocco Thompson.
15-yard penalty.
Going to be third down after the hands to the face penalty on the Trojans. Man in motion, right to left. Sacco looks to throw, going up top, and it is off the outstretched arms of Ricky Daniels. So looking for help on the near side, can't convert. And it's going to be fourth down. 8:45 rolling clock. 42-0 Warrior advantage.
Correction. 4th and 18.
Ball at the 17. Sacco back to punt. Aaron Almer standing on his own 48. Sacco puts it up, end over end boot. Almer comes up, lets it bounce, takes a Trojan roll inside the 50 to the 48-yard line, and that's where Derry will down the ball in Ricky Daniels. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Warriors from their own 48-yard line. 36 yards on the boot, and the Warriors take over for the first time this half.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the 47-yard line.
First and 10 from the 47. Ryan Messina in the gun. Messina looks to pass. Ryan, quick hitter on time. As out to the right side to St. Angelo. As Ryan Messina swings one out shy of the 45 to the 46-yard line. A little surprised that Coach DeMarco has an official timeout here. But a little surprised Coach DeMarco leaving the starters out at least for one series.
Pass was caught by number 10, Anthony St. Angelo. 6-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
Messina has Thompson right side. 4 receiver set. Hard count Ryan. Ryan waiting now, checks over at the sideline. Ryan Messina. 2nd down and short. Drops back to pass. Fires one. Comeback route. Finds his man. Right side. Driven out at the 30 was Collar. 4th reception of the game for Collar as Caden Wares drives him out. 23 yards on the pitch and catch. First and 10 from the 30. Warriors continue to move here halfway through the third quarter. Rocco right up the gut, tripped up as he stumbles forward over the 25 to the 24. So Rocco Thompson picks up 6 on first down, nearing the 60-yard mark in the contest.
It's tripped up for a gain of 6, brings up second down and 4.
And back in action tomorrow, 2 o'clock, South Allegheny Shady Side Academy at Greensburg-Salem next week for Derry. And it will be Elizabeth Forward taking on Yock up on Cougar Mountain. 5:18 rolling clock, Stroshine in motion. As Messina looks to pass, floats it, end zone, Collar tries to come back, incomplete. Make that intended target in the form of St. Angelo. So unable to hook up with Anthony St. Angelo. 3rd down and 6 to go for the Warriors.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
As Ryan was looking for his 3rd touchdown of the game through the air. Hard count, no jump. 3rd down and 4 for Elizabeth Forward.
Morgan, please report to the track. Thank you.
Thompson the back. Rocco doesn't get the call. Messina keeps it in his pocket, left side. Messina cuts inside at the 5. And Ryan Messina from the 24 all the way down to the 4. And it's 1st and goal for Elizabeth Forward. 20-yard on the scamper for Ryan. So Ryan Messina knocking on the door of another Warrior touchdown here. 3:55 remaining in the 3rd. Messina looks to pass, wide open end zone into the hands of St. Angelo. And one more to the ledger of Ryan Messina. Third touchdown of the season for St. Angelo. So Warriors roll, 3:45 remaining here in quarter number 3. Holdren whistle before the kick. So EF will back up here after the penalty. And the 5 yards does not matter. Holdren make it 49. So the Warriors add one more. The starters get the job done. 3:45 remaining here in the 4th frame. 49-0. The Warriors lead. As again, Elizabeth Forward taking care of business on the season. Elizabeth Forward averaging upwards of 40 points at 42 points per game. And Elizabeth Forward up over that mark here tonight with 49 for the 2nd straight week. 28 against West Mifflin, 35 against Highlands, and 60 against East Allegheny before losing 27-24 to South Fayette. Put up 57 against Baldwin and 49 against Greensburg-Salem. So they've only been shy of 30 twice this season. They've only been in 3 of the 6 games. They have been over 40, and this is a 4th time this season for the Warriors, who will win their 8th straight home game. They have not lost at home since they lost to South Fayette last year in the regular season. It will be their 6th straight conference win, and they're here at home, and 7th straight conference win overall. as Holdren gives possession back to the Trojans with a 49-0 advantage. Ball taken at the 3. Another return for Weirs. And Weir's going to be wrestled down. Ball loose on the deck. Warriors jump on it. But they're going to say Weirs was down first at the 25-yard line. A little slow to get up there was Carson Weirs.
And on the tackle is number 1, Travis Ducey. 21-yard gain on the play. First in for the Trojans.
First down and 10, Derry. Ball at the 25-yard line. Warriors added on here in half number 2's quarter number 3 already. So ball out at the 25. Derry looking to get on the board. Only a trio of first downs for the Trojans in the game. As rolling out, Sacco fires across the middle, and that's going to be hauled in for a gain of 9. Carson Weirs laying out to make the catch here with 2:18 rolling clock. Quarter number 3, Warriors.
Gain on the play brings up second down and 1.
Trying to keep the goose egg on the board. Second down and 1. Trojans looking for their first down of the half, be the 4th of the game. As no room to run. Wrapped up was the ball carrier, Doherty, as Brendan Stroshine at the point of contact, but he did fall forward, gave him the yard he needed, and that moves the change. First down and 10 for the Derry Trojans. Final across the WPIAL, 51-0, the Clareton Bears over the Dynamo of Springdale. Big time blowout here tonight, big time blowout for the Clareton Bears. As Sacco handoff, fullback up the gut as Doherty breaks a tackle, gets to the second level, and going to be tripped up there by the Warriors. As Elizabeth Ford, a number of reserves out there on this sequence and on this drive.
Taken down by number 65, Walt Ward. 14-yard gain on the play. First down, Trojans.
As the 6'1 sophomore on the stop. 35 seconds remaining. Most likely the final play of the quarter. As drugged down by Scott in the backfield on the end around was Carson Weirs. And it's going to be second down and 10 as that will take us to the 4th frame. Warriors rolling. Pure and utter domination. EF keeping the good times rolling. We'll take a break, come back, conclusion of this one right here on MVI Live.
Whether it's finding the perfect home, negotiating the best deal, or walking you through each step with care, Realtor Janelle Carpenter will show up with excellence every time, even when no one's watching, because quality matters and so do you. So if you're looking for the best home buying and selling experience, make sure you call Realty One Gold Standard agent Janelle Carpenter at 724-797-1675. If you're ready to buy or sell, call Janelle. Louis O's Discount Warehouse, a fresh new name with the same great people and same crazy deals. Veteran owned and operated, located at 1800 Shoemaker in Monessen. Specializing in home remodeling, our products are priced at 50% or less than the retail stores, making us your one-stop remodeling jackpot. Whether you've shopped with us for years or it's your first visit, we can't wait to see you at Louis O's Discount Warehouse.
3 chapters written, 1 left to be told, but the outcome is all but certain, as it is clear as crystal. The Warriors' pure and utter domination. Derry looking to get on the board late as they break one off for 9 on the opening play of the 4th frame.
Tackled down by number 19, Aiden Hicks. 9-yard gain
Third down, 2 left to go. Derry in Warrior real estate, which we have not been able to say much here tonight. Third down, handoff right up the gut, and no gain on the play as they mark Doherty down at the 44. And it's fourth down and 1.5 yards here for the Trojans. Clock ticking inside of 11 minutes. 49-0 the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. About as dominant as it can be here tonight, as EF rolling to win number 6 on the season. Another home victory of EF has been so good here at Warrior Stadium. As Derry wants to talk it over. Timeout Trojans before the ensuing play. 49-0 as the Trojans sit there and look at fourth down and 2 when we come back here on MVI Live.
Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique is South Hill's premier diamond and engagement center. We are dedicated to providing top quality jewelry at wholesale pricing, offering the lowest price on jewelry and jewelry repair in the area, along with paying the highest cash price for gold, silver, and diamonds. Whether it's a cozy gathering or a festive celebration, we have the perfect jewelry for everyone. Come explore our stunning collection today and find your new favorite piece at Direct Jewelers in Mirabella Boutique.
$49-0, fourth down, 2 yards to go for the Derry Trojans. Trying to pick up a late conversion here, down 49-0 in the second game of conference play here this season. Colton Sanders up top, twin receivers at the bottom on 4th and 2. Sacco going for it all, and as his man, Carson Weirs, got by Almer down to the 11. A 4th and 2 conversion. And it goes a long way from the 44 down to the 10-yard line. 34 yards as Sacco went to Carson Weirs. First and 10 from the 11. As Sacco hand off, Doherty left side breaks a tackle. Going to be finished off in the second level by Brendan Stroshine. So Stroshine stops him after a short gain of 4. 9:20 on the clock. Warriors trying to keep the goose egg on the board. Trojans trying to get one score, break that 0 off. Sanders far side with Carson Weirs. One receiver set near side in the form of Anthony Frank. Sacco all alone in the gun. Now brings back Doherty in motion. Sacco looked to keep and whistle blows. Timeout called as Elizabeth Forward saw something they didn't like before the second down play. 8:53 remaining here in the fourth. Warriors in front looking to keep it that way and keep a 0 on the board when we come back here on MVI Live.
Mark's Court Time, conveniently located at 95 Enterprise Street, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, was recently voted one of the top 10 indoor facilities in the state. With 3 basketball courts, 4 volleyball courts, 3 futsal arenas, and an indoor batting cage, we are equipped for any sports practice or tournament. We also host gatherings and birthday parties in our 20,000 square foot building. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Contact us today at 412-853-5408 or email us at dmarkscourttime@gmail.com.
Second down, 6 to go. Ball lies on the 7-yard line for the Derry Trojans, knocking on the door for the first time tonight. Deepest they've been in Warrior real estate. Sacco in the pistol. Turns around, puts it in the belly of Doherty, who breaks over the 5 and is pushed backwards at the 4-yard line as the Warriors trying to stand strong as the entire front right in on Max Doherty. As Doherty trying to make his way to the end zone. Going to be 3rd down and 2 here as Doherty trying to get in for the 11th time this season. Oler leads the troops to the line. 3rd and 2. Sacco in the gun. Doherty the back. As Doherty has it pulled back. Sacco cuts inside, spins down to the 1. And that's going to be 1st down and goal from the 1. As Sacco moves the chains, calling his own number with 7:45 here in the quarter.
1st and goal for Derry.
So Trojans line up at the doorstep, trying to break the shutout of the Warriors here in the second half in the 4th quarter. Sacco, handoff, Doherty up the middle. And they knock him down short of the goal line. Maybe gets an inch on 1st down. 2nd down and goal with a 49-0 Warrior advantage. Derry trying to figure it out here. Trying to find something positive to take out of this football game. Anthony Frank lines up, lone receiver far side. Aiden Frank, H-back left. Doherty the back. Doherty pushed backwards. As Cummings and Thompson. Another TFL, 3rd of the game for Rocco Thompson. Great push by the Warrior front. 3rd down and goal. Ball back to the 2. Third and goal from the 2. Sacco in the gun. Doherty the back once again. Twin H-back right. Doherty has it pulled away. Sacco to the goal line and into the end zone. No shutout tonight as the Trojans get on the board, making it 49-6. Anthony Sacco calls his own number. 2nd rushing touchdown of the season for the junior. So Sacco breaks the shutout. 6:01 remaining here in the 4th. As it took till the 4th quarter for the Trojans to get on the board. Doperak on to attempt the PAT. As Doperak will drive it up and drive it through. 49-7. Trojans able to strike here in the 4th. So a drive with the rolling clock that spans over 7 minutes and results in a touchdown for the Trojans. 6:01 remaining in this ball game. Again tomorrow on the network, we'll be back in action. South Allegheny, Shady Side Academy here on MVI Live as the Warriors will move to 6-1, 2-0 in interstate conference play. By the McKeesport Tigers as they Titans and West Mifflin McKeesport. And you almost wonder too. Ahead. Driven back, fielded by an up man at the 22. 35, shy of the 40. And that's where EF will take back over. So 1st and 10, Elizabeth forward from the 38. .521 remaining here in the 4th frame. So Caden Allen takes over at quarterback on the season. Allen 2 for 2, 61 yards. He's carried it a few times as he'll hand it off right side, rumbling. Going to be a few up to the 45-yard line. As it was Kern getting the call.
7-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 3.
Allen puts it in the belly of Kern once more. Powers forward, breaks a tackle, 2nd level inside the 40. Down to the 37-yard line. So Noah Kern once again gets the call. This time he hits the 2nd level and hits the 1st down. 4:15, clock continuing to roll. Warriors trying to break 50 here tonight. Now the back, Nico Marcanja, the 5'7" sophomore. So Marcanja, the deep back, as the 5'11", 160 sophomore, Caden Allen directing traffic. Allen, handoff, Marcanja left side, shifting to the edge. There goes Marcanja, and forget about it. 37 yards, Nico Marcanja, the sophomore, for the first time this season, hits the end zone, and the Warriors to 55. Nico Marcanja.
7-yard rush for the Warrior touchdown.
So no time at all. NEF answers. As Marcanja from 37 yards away with 3:39 remaining here in the 4th gets the Warriors another touchdown. As Elizabeth forward, 55-7. Holdren will try to make it 56. Warriors have scored in every quarter here tonight. Led 42-0 at the half. And that one drilled. Luke Holdren, walk-off winner last year in the playoffs, has been perfect on PATs tonight. That was here at home against the North Catholic Trojans. And next Friday night, if you want to look ahead, it's a big one. And I think McKeesport may have been looking ahead tonight against West Mifflin, spotting the West Mifflin Titans. 14, 2 touchdowns by Armand Hill. But they've battled back to take the advantage. That is a very good West Mifflin team if they can play disciplined football. But there will be a big one next week at McKeesport. I'll be there for that one as the Tigers will host the Fightin' Planets and Coach Kasparovich. That was a couple of good matchups last year, and we'll have that one for you on the network next week as we'll make the trek back up to McKeesport, and we'll have your B-Graphics halftime interview with the #1 player in the state of Pennsylvania who has scored a touchdown tonight, the Nittany Lion commit Keemon Spell. And a big thank you to Brendan Stroshine, who was our halftime interview today. A fantastic interview and a fantastic privilege to get to know Brendan just a little bit better here personally before doing this game. As Holdren drills it back, there's Weirs off the hop at the 4. Carson Weirs actually checked that as it's going to be on the return. They snuck back there. Quidatio, the freshman. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Guidatito the back, and the senior in at quarterback now for Derry. Or the freshman, excuse me, make that Will McNeil. As McNeil hands it off, and there goes the freshman. Guidatito, second level and more, out to the 50, knocked down there by the Warriors, second level.
Tackled down by number 3, Logan Ryder.
As Ryder, the last line of defense.
32-yard rush on a play. First and 10 for the Trojans.
Derry at the 49. Guidatito, patience, and met in the backfield. Noah Kern with the TFL.
Guidatito, the ball carrier, is taken down by number 5, Noah Curran. Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11.
Second down, 11 to go. Time dwindling away. On another Warrior win. Will McNeil in at quarterback, the freshman. In the gun, McNeil gets the snap, handoff right side. Out to the 50, no gain as the Warrior defense in the middle stiffens up once more. Elizabeth forward, trying to keep it 56-7 here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Look like RJ Nagy on the stop for the Warriors. And some late substitutions for the Warriors on what's most likely the final play of the night. As McNeil puts up a beauty, Sanders hauls it in. And Sanders hauled down at the 1. Touchdown saving tackle by the Warriors. As saving that touchdown for EF was Devin Youngblood. But an absolute dime thrown by the freshman Will McNeil. A beauty. It does not look like the Trojans will get another playoff, and they will not. So that will do it. McNeil ends it with a gorgeous throw, but it does not matter. 56-7. Elizabeth forward, pure and utter domination as Elizabeth forward to 6-1, Derry to 3-4. Next week, it's Yock for the Warriors on Cougar Mountain for the Trojans of Derry at Greensburg-Salem for us tomorrow at Shady Side Academy. We will take a break, come back. Weiser Painting Company, player of the game, right here on MVI Live.
With over 30 years of experience, RTI Insurance Services is the clear choice in insurance providers for both individuals and businesses. At RTI, we've been upholding the highest standard of fiduciary responsibility for our clients. For your insurance needs, contact Mike Williamson at 724-263-0359. RTI Insurance Services, we've got you covered.
Transform your home or business with Pittsburgh's go-to painting experts, Weiser Painting Company. Locally owned and operated, our team is committed to delivering top-tier craftsmanship with integrity, reliability, and professionalism. From the first consultation to the final brushstroke, we ensure a seamless, stress-free experience. Whether you're refreshing your home's interior or protecting your commercial property, you can count on us. Call today for your free quote at 412-559-8515. Weiser Painting Company, lasting quality and superior service. Ryan Messina, your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. 196 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, ran for 41, and another score as well, as Ryan Messina is your Weiser Painting Company player of the game. So Messina and the Warriors got off to a hot start. They did not look back. here in this 56-7 final score. Warriors got on the board in a 4-minute, 23-second opening drive that went 52 yards. And Messina would cap it off with a 4-yard touchdown run after a 3-and-out. Messina would go to Collar twice, once from 24, once from 15, and it was 14-0, 44 seconds into that drive. One play later, Ducey would recover a fumble, and that would set up a 45-second drive, finished off by a 5-yard touchdown run by Honick, making it 21-0 after a turnover on downs, and it was a Gio Thompson sack. Getting possession back, his brother Rocco would end off the next drive, making it 28-0. After another turnover on downs, Ryan Messina, 25-yard drive, would hit his favorite target tonight in Collar, making it 35-0. Warriors looked like they had another touchdown. It was called back from 69 yards after another Derry 3-and-out, but that was called back via penalty. First time the Warriors would not score in on a drive here tonight, and then it would be back-to-back drives without Warrior points as a 44-yard field goal would be blocked by the Trojans. Derry would pick up their first down on the ensuing drive, but it would lead to the same old. It was another punt, and Rocco Thompson would find the end zone for the second time tonight on a 78-yard drive for the Warriors, making it a 42-0 lead at the half. Warriors would get the ball back after the Trojans could not convert on their ensuing possession. Starters got one final drive. Messina would go to Collar for 23, then he would take it himself for 20 before finding St. Angelo for the 4-yard touchdown pass, making it 49-0. But Derry would get on the board on a 75-yard drive that would go well over 7 minutes. It was a 4th down and 2 conversion of 34 yards. Sacco to Carson Weirs, and then a 2-yard Anthony Sacco touchdown run would break the goose egg off the board. 37 yards and a touchdown later, Mercanja would get the Warriors one more touchdown. So we have scored on all but 2 drives here tonight, and they roll 56-7, your final score. At York next week, they are perfect in interstate conference play. Tomorrow, Shadyside Academy will welcome in South Allegheny on homecoming. Till tomorrow, on behalf of everyone here at MVI Live, I'm Alex Lyon saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics. MVI Live. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow right here on MVI Live in Lions Heart Media.
This has been a presentation of Lions Heart Media on MVI Live.